Thank you for saving my job, baby Jesus. Your work here is done. Hello everyone. Our job is saved. Not only that, we haven't lost since we last saw you, and we've got a new contract. Things are finally going bloody good. We're turning the screw. There's a very, very outside chance we reach the playoffs. I highly doubt it, but some bad news first and foremost. I've got a prepared statement to read. Dear fans of Villafranquez and fans of FifaFella. This is difficult for me to say, but Wesley Sors has left the club for £600,000. Whilst this upsets all of us, I'm sure, Wesley wanted me to know that he's happy for all of you. He hopes you understand. The chance to move to Italy for that much money wasn't something you could turn down, and the good news is he's on loan here till the end of the season. We'll miss you, Wesley, when you do go, but we're happy to have you here for the rest of the time.
You fool. This season I will destroy you. And I've taken the Brazilian defender Diego Landis with me.
Right, I heard every single word of that. And if he has taken Diego Landis, there's going to be hell to pay.
I know I'd go from rags to riches.
He did. The dirty little toe rag did. It was a very busy deadline day for us. They came in with another bid for Wesley Sors, 650 grand. I think like 50 grand of it is in a year, but 600 grand for a player like Wesley Sors. You know I love Wesley Sors. He's a good all-round player, but his average ratings for us, you can't see it just now, his average ratings for us speak volumes, yeah? Good player, nothing exceptional. So to get 600 grand for him wasn't something I could turn down. Diego Landis, that's almost more upsetting than Wesley Sors somehow. He joined, you remember, I found him just based on his the tackles he'd made that season, and I managed to get him for 2 grand, and there was so much excitement when we got him, a great player. He averaged a 7.19 last season, a genuinely fantastic breakthrough season. This season, he did some ligament damage in July, wasn't fit until October, got an injury as soon as he got back, and then another injury as soon as he got back from that one. So he's only actually played 5 games, and it was hard to say if he was starting because he's probably better than Colho, but Colho's our captain, and he's probably better than Jose Font, but Jose Font's Jose Font. He's there because he's Jose Font. So London, he wasn't surplus to requirements because I would have rather kept him, but Genoa came in, his value was 100k, and Genoa came in and said 200k, and I said 400k, and they said okay, and I said wait, what? And it took me by surprise because, as I say, it was instantly, Wesley Sors is gone, the next bit of news was Landis, and I was like, shit, okay. We've lost both our Brazilians on deadline day. It helped the financial situation, but the board gave us 100k, so rather than spending it, what I did was put it into the scouting budget. Usually we can only scout Portugal. It meant for 2 months we could scout the world, spend 100 grand and scout the world and see who we could find. We found 2 players, one I'm excited about, the other I think could become the best player in the world. Yes, it's hyperbole, sadly, it is hyperbole, but I'm excited. Both joining us in the summer. The first, Antonio Gionti. All the region faces have gone. I'm trying to resolve it, but they've all gone for now. He reminds me a bit of Fang Ming Hao, but better. A Belgian forward. I believe they're both free transfers. Good physicals, could be very good mentals. Still trying to find out for sure. The scouts are working on it. Good finishing and dribbling. Antonio, I like you. Welcome to the team. And I want to have a good youth system to dominate the youth team. He'll be there for a couple of years. Now, the next player at 16 will be going straight into the first team. At £48.5 thousand, it's our most expensive signing ever, and his region face has stayed. Ladies and gentlemen, meet Pavel Brezina. I mean, Jesus Christ, Pavel. I think I'm in love just looking at you. Technically, for a centre-half, he can pass, he can mark, he can tackle, he's got good technique, he can head it. That's absolutely everything you need for a centre-half. Everything else is a bonus, and his stats at that are good for this level at just 16. Mental stats, phenomenal. Aggressive, brave, good at concentrating, a leader, good work rate. It's everything I look for. And then he's got lovely physicals. He's a bit on the weak side, but we'll get those guns pumping a little bit and get him stronger. But Pavel Brezina, he's 17 by the time he joins us. He's going to play centre-back for us next year. He's absolutely going to play centre-back for us next year. Pavel Brezina is going to be a superstar of this series. You can take that to the bank, and you can take it there from me, and they won't send that cheque back. They'll say, Jack, this is a good one to cash. Look, he's good at everything he needs to be. Except strength, he's a little bit weak. Now, I hope by the next time I see you, we do have more region signings to announce. Because that's the most exciting thing about Football Manager for me, finding these regions. Now, the current world, form-wise, it's got me smiling. You were here last time, we beat Tondela 2-0. We then beat Braga B 4-3. We then beat Varzim 3-1. We then beat Lexios 2-1. We then drew, which was slightly disappointing. But, I mean, 10 points from 4 games. We'll absolutely take that. We were a long way behind in this race, remember. So we are still 9th mid-table. But we're well clear of relegation, which was genuinely a little bit of a scary threat at some point. We're only 5 points off the playoffs. Now, I think we're on a very good run, and I do expect that run to end soon. But if it doesn't... You know what I'm thinking. I don't think... We're going up, baby! Sadly, though, injuries look like they might derail things. Bruno keeps picking up little knocks. He won't be playing today. More importantly than that, though, Ilya, lovely Ilya. He scored another 30-yarder whilst you were gone. That was the good bit. He also broke his ankle. That was the bad bit. He's on loan with us till next January. We've already got that extended. But it's a shame because he's an absolute rocket of a player. And his stats are going to take a dip. And we're not going to see him until early next season, if that. Ilya, you've been a fantastic servant. If we never see you again, thanks for the memories. Now, on to today's system. And the system going forward. Look, I've made 2 now. One like that, one like that. We're away, we're going to play this one, it seems safer. This is currently probably what will make our best system. Maybe Lucasio in for Silva, but Silva, again, another youngster. He's lost his pretty face and been replaced by this. He looks like a marshmallow, so hopefully we can get that sorted. But he's ever improving, and he's from our own academy, so he holds a special place in my heart and he'll always get game time. As long as I'm the manager, another reason they should keep me around. So he's going to get the start today, but other than that, I think this might be our best system. Canadian Bacon, Liam Miller, my boy. He's been under our nose the whole time. I've said we needed goals, and Liam Miller could be the man to get those goals. 4 in his last 5. I'm playing him more and more because his contract with Liverpool is up at the end of this season. Do I think he can be the best player in the world? No. But I think he can get goals at this level. He's quick, he can finish, and he's determined, and he'll run for you. So there's a good chance Liam Miller joins us permanently next season. Now, there's been a lot of catching up. But there's one more bit of good news. The new contract has been secured! It was scary for a bit, wasn't it? It was touch and go. But 2 more years. 2 more years. In that time, Wesley Sawers has put a curse on and said that we're never going to get promoted. Now, Wesley Sawers is not going to get any screen time today because he's decided to leave the club. I know he came back on loan. That was very nice of him. But no screen time for him. We've got a new contract. I promise you now, by the end of that contract, this season, 2 more, this will be a Portuguese Premier League club or run out of business. One of the 2. That's what I promise you. I think we should just play a bit of football, shall we? We're unbeaten in about 8 games. Take it away, Brad. Few motivated players. Good to see. Lindenberg, complacent. What is it with this guy? Who have I signed? Is this the day that we come crashing back down to reality? Or is this where we go, do you know what? Stick a cheeky £5 on us on the promotion push. The promotion... what begins with P? Promotion parade? Doesn't really make sense. This isn't an actual attack, is it? This is just to start the game. Lovely. Phew. Perfect. Thiago Martins, what a boy. I love Thiago Martins. Andre Diaz. Out to Castro. Calm, patient football. It's what we're known for. I'm going to miss Wesley Sawers. I really am. Silva. Good ball. Miller. Just over the bar. The thing to remember as well with Wesley Sawers is I'm not sure he's ever really good enough to play Italian top-flight football. Hopefully he doesn't hear this. Italian top-flight football at the very top level. What the fuck? What am I even saying? I don't think he's good enough to play in the Serie A. So I think there's quite a good chance we get him on loan again next season. And then eventually Genoa just go, do you know what? Do you know what? We want to... Don't score. Do you know what? We want to get rid of him. And that's when we dive in and go, we'll take him back for much cheaper. That's the long-term goal here. Corner, free kick whipped in. Comfortable, absolutely comfortable, never in doubt. Despite the good form, I mean, look at that takedown by Miller, absolutely tremendous. Just after they hit the bar, are we making an attack of our own? DiMarco, one of the stars of the season. No, when they cross in like that, I always think it's going to be a goal. Highlight might not be over though. DiMarco again, out to Silva. Can he beat his man? Little Miguel Silva, back to DiMarco, in the box, Diaz, saved. The run we had on camera where we had to win the 5 games, we dominated and won every game. The last few, it would be very generous to say we've dominated the wins. We've probably been the better team, but it hasn't been nowhere near convincing. And this is a team that actually, I'm just remembering, beat us 4-0 earlier in the season at our own stadium. Don't give up. What a block, Miguel Silva. Yeah, they beat us 4-0 at our own stadium. And a player they've got called Paul scored 4 goals. Just over half an hour on the clock. Neither team really able to dominate and impose themselves thus far. A goal would certainly put either team in the driver's seat though, which is obvious. Miguel Silva. We're getting chances down this right hand side, which makes me think... Penalty? Not given. How has that not been given? In fact, we're getting chances down the right. Makes me think maybe this is more a game for Locasio. He's a little bit more technically gifted than Miguel Silva, so maybe we'd be better off having him as that fullback who's getting a lot of chances in the final third of the pitch. Diaz beats his man nicely. Diaz straight at the keeper. Good football. Lovely passing football. Look at this. This is how we play. Knocking it about in the midfield very well. Andre Diaz turns. Beat your man. Lovely. Get it across goal perhaps. Get it across goal. He's shot from there. Hits the side netting. When will they start to drill it across the box? Is this going to be another attack? I tell you what. After a difficult start to this game, we've started to impose ourselves a little bit more, haven't we? Wesley Soares. Castro. Out to Lind. We have seen Lindenberg's a wing back. On the right hand side, we've got a full back. Yet we have seen nothing of Lindenberg at left back, have we? Deli Bashiru. Wesley Soares. That's poor. That is a poor pass, but it's falling straight back to us. Wesley Soares again. Sends it out wide. DeMarco. Andre Diaz. Cross it. Don't shoot. Cross it. Don't shoot. Penalty. Andre Diaz loves to win penalties. Is it going to let me make... It's not giving me the option to make Andre Diaz the penalty taker. Can I do it here? I don't want Thiago Castro on him. Don't do this to me. Andre Diaz doesn't miss penalties. I'm telling you, it's gospel. It's absolute gospel. Come on, Andre Diaz, put it away. He better score this. Come on, little Andre. Promotion push, baby. Promotion push. Oh, it's just gone in. Thank God. 1-0. Up the Villa. Half time, I'm happy. I feel like, and I learnt this from an FM Llama video, and I don't know if any of you watch him. You may not. I do. And I love his series. It's very nice. He's a very wholesome guy. I enjoy it a lot. I'll put a link to it in the description. He said he feels like whenever you tell the team you're happy at half-time at 1-0, they go straight out and concede. And I watched it and thought, I don't think that's true. And then I was playing yesterday, and I was 1-0 up at half-time, said I'm happy. I don't even need to finish the story. You know how it's going to go. So instead, I'm going to put my hands in my pockets, and I'm going to tell the boys to not get complacent. If I concede early on here, FM Llama, this is on you, mate. This is absolutely on you. They're doubling up. They're doubling up on that wing. You can already see it. They're doubling up. Out here. They had 2. They've gone back into the middle. Panna. Yuri. What are you doing? What are you doing? Why did you slide in? Oh, they've scored. I was too busy. What was Miguel Silva doing sliding there? A lot of people are bloody hands up. Right, 10 minutes in. I'm not sure if we can blame FM Llama, but still. Look at this. Oh, that is limp. That is absolutely limp. You know what, Miguel? As much as I love you, get off the pitch. He's on a 7.1. It's one of his better games, but still. Disappointing. Very disappointing. Can we make a chance? Straight from the centre, perhaps. That would shut me up. I mean, Lindenberg is having an absolute tragedy out there, isn't he? What's going on here, then? Breakfast. Blocked. Don't think Locasio can really play out there. So what we're going to do, bring him on this side, make him a wing-back. Get Lindenberg just as a fullback. You know, if you're going to offer so little going forward, I don't want you up there. Don't even bother, mate. We outshot them sort of 8-4 in the first half. And now we haven't had a shot this half, and they've had 7. I think we need to switch it up. We're going to go to the 4-3-1-2. We're going to get Fang Ming Hao on. We're going to keep Miller on. 3, 1.5, 2. Okay. Doesn't really do much. Nothing else you want to be. Right, we'll go with this. Diaz in that cam role, attacking midfield. Come on. 15 minutes on the clock. 15 minutes on the clock. Can either team nick it? Will I be a tactical genius here? Andre Diaz. Very far out wide. I'm not sure it had to go that far, really. Locasio. Fang! Oh, you had space to shoot, you weirdo. Back to Locasio. Cut it back. Deli Bashiru blocked. Oh, that was a big chance. I'm tempted to not move it up to attacking. We are away from home against a team that beat us 4-0 earlier in the season. So, you know, I've got to remember my level a bit. Lindenberg, impress me. He's awful. He's absolutely abysmal. DeMarco, across to Deli Bashiru. Blocked. Locasio, you've got to be on that. You've got to be on that. You've got to die for the free... Weak. We're going to fire up the boys some more. I'm going to take a risk. I'm going to go to attacking. I was so scared that was going over Jose Font's head. That is wayward by Deli Bashiru there. Don't let him get a crossing. Well played. Could a counter-attack be on? Andre Diaz. Run at him, Andre. Run at him. Nothing more beautiful than seeing Andre Diaz run at a tired defence. Can he get a crossing? Can he get a crossing? Beat your man. Beat your man. What the hell was that? You are joking. How is this their highlight, Andre Diaz? How? I mean, that was absolutely abysmal. Blocked. That was appalling. Absolutely appalling. 3 minutes on the clock. The more it goes on, the more I feel like I should have just settled for the draw. I take it all back. Andre, I'm not going to let you get me excited again, Andre. Good ball. Miller, lovely ball. Fang Minghao! You love to see it. Fang Minghao! Thank Fang for that. Andre Diaz finds Miller. He's been quiet today, the Canadian sensation Liam Miller. But he finds Fang Minghao, who drops it into the far corner with aplomb. Off the bench, 6th goal of the season for the youngster. I'm like heaven to touch. Oh, I wanna fang you so much. You're just too good to be true. I can't keep my eyes off of you. Fang Minghao. La la da 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 da. I love you, Fang Minghao, and if it's quite alright, I love you, Fang Minghao. Right, a bit less on all this. Come on, this would be a really big 3 points. A tough game. It shows how far we've come this season. If we can see this over the line. Oh God, there's a highlight. I'm going to look really stupid if they score after singing Fang Minghao's name for about a minute straight, aren't I? Let's go to very defensive now. Come on. See it over the line. See it over the line, boys. Really? You can't take your time a bit more on that, Locasio, no? Don't do this to me. Do not do this to me. Do not do this to me. See it out, boys. See it out. It's Paul. My old enemy. Crosses it in. Headed clear. Whistle. Locasio, great block. Whistle. Referee, blow that whistle, baby. Locasio with another great block. Corner kick. Ref, you legally have to blow the whistle. We're not being cheated. Deli Bashiru heads clear. They've let it go. That's got to be it. That's got to be full time. A massive 3 points. Referee! Why are you doing this to me? Handball by Gonzalez not given. Cleared. We're on the ball. It's Fang Minghao. Run at him, Fang. Yes! Final whistle. A wonderful strike by Fang Minghao caps off the win. Nice victory. Good stuff. Very, very good stuff. Made it hard work. But that's a team that beat us 4-0 earlier in the season. Not sure if I've said, I think I have. There we go. Villafranquez make it 8 unbeaten and there's 7 wins in that run. And look, I mean, I don't want to get everyone's hopes up, but there's only 4 points in it. Yes, they've got a game in hand. But next time you see us, I could be coming back here and saying, this is happening. This is happening, people. The best place to get instant updates is on my Twitter. There's a thread of the whole thing, the whole haircut, by the way. A thread of the whole save and everything all together. Oh my God, I've just realised I haven't lost since I started wearing this baby Jesus necklace. Wow, that really puts this weekend into perspective, doesn't it? It really makes you start to think, is Christianity right? Finally, we're going to get an answer. In terms of when you'll next see us, it will be the end of the season, baby. We'll come back, maybe, if there's a title push, we might do Benfica and Casapia, and then Academica last. You know, it all depends how the tables balance itself out. If it ends up, we're definitely finishing 5th. We'll just come back for the last game of the season. But people, look at this run of form. Just makes you wish we could pick up a few more wins there, and then we'd actually be alright, wouldn't we? If you did enjoy this episode, it's a bit of a long one. There's a lot of information. Football Manager, a lot can happen in just a few months. Next time you see us, could be Portuguese champions. Unlikely, but could be. Thanks so much for watching again. If you did enjoy it, like, subscribe, comment, all of that good stuff. Arrivederci, stay safe. Lots of love from me. Bye.